Coach, tough game, big derby. I think you hear about it.
Yeah, evening. I think first we need to congratulate the referee. He's one of the up and coming one, young one. He's got good potential. I think he did very well, especially in the second half. Okay, minor issues in the first half, but the second half he picked it up. And I'm impressed with him. I think he's got a good potential. Secondly, to congratulate Kaitano. He deserves a break. He needs this cup. He played a very good tactical game. Immediately, especially after getting an early goal. I knew that if you get an early goal, it will be difficult for us. And everything will be totally different to play 75 minutes with a reinforced defense. It's a bit difficult. And obviously, we pushed on. I think we started to play very late in the second half. First half, we didn't play very well. But we played well. Second half, we showed agency. We attacked a lot, especially from the left side. Yeah, but it was not enough time to keep going. And obviously, when you are losing, we have to push everything because we have to score. And when you do that, you are bound to concede the goal that you got in the second half on a break. They were coming on breaks, of course, and that's the only way they could play. But yeah, I could see it, but I can't change. We have to score, so we take a risk. And then yeah, they got their goal from the break. But we should also accept they played well. We dealt well with set pieces this time. It shows that the team improved. We dealt well with long throw-ins. That's very good. That's the positive we get out of that. It means our team gets matured in that space. But we should accept that sometimes we also have to lose. It's part of football. It's part of life. Even good teams lose, so it's okay. We must accept it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time now for questions and answers. Just identify yourself and pose a question to the coach. And please let's not ask what has been asked and answered, so we can move on. Okay?
Coach. Easy. Break the microphone. Coach, Kuliso Nemarmina from Pitso Sports Radio. Was this one of those games where you felt like even if you had 30 more minutes to play, you were probably not going to score given the half chances that your team created, especially towards the end of the first half and in the second half as well? Maybe more like the Wydad game in the last the Champions League last year.
Yeah, you have to accept that you will get games like this. I was telling the boys to say that they must go through this because it's part of football. If you want to play semi-finals, you want to play finals, you got to know that sometimes in the semi-finals you're not going to go through. It's a learning curve, and it has to happen. How you become better, you must go through all this. Yeah, but first half we didn't look like scoring. Let's be honest. Second half, yeah, we tried. Yeah, one of those I thought we would score, to be honest, in the second half. But yeah, the other one is the sucker punch. The other one, the goal, and comes at a time we can't recover. But you have to accept football. They did well. They deserve it.
Okay. Let's hear from you.
Coach, spoken to my last meeting.
Come again?
Coach,
Okay.
to my last meeting. I'm saying that the club competition, the MTN8 keeps on eluding you. I remember in the past couple of years, we were saying every time when you're playing the semi-final or quarter-final, you were deep in the Champions League. Because I remember when you went in 2016, at the time, you played the final, and then the following, I think 2 weeks, you played the final of the Champions League. What do you think this time around happened? Why does Travis keep eluding you now?
I don't know. I wish I knew. Maybe we need a good Sangoma there. You know, what can I say? I mean, they played well. They scored early and they shut the doors. It's a tactic. What are you gonna do? We have to go through and find openings, and it's not easy. You know. And why should they play open game? Why? That's right. Park the bus. What else can you do? So you have to accept it. We went through in between the lines, but not convincing enough to score. I don't want to put my ego on this cup, because it's not about me, it's about the club, you know? And if it has to be me, I've won this cup before. Okay, at Sundowns, yes, I did not win it, but it's not about that. It's about the team. It's not about me. I think there are other things to win also, you know. So even if we go to the semi-final of Champions League like last year, and we don't score a goal, it's a part of the learning curve. Why should I complain and don't give credit to other teams? Ask Klopp how he feels about yesterday when he lost to Napoli, and Barcelona hasn't had a win for some time. Okay, they won against Valencia, but it has also been difficult. Real Madrid has been difficult for them. So who am I to be saying why should this happen to me when it happens to the big coaches, when it happens to big clubs? It's okay. It's part of football. It's not the end of the road. There are many things behind that we could fight for and win, you know.
Okay. At the back.
Thanks. Coach Tembo from ENCA. In hindsight, Coach, yes, you just mentioned that, there's a lot of competitions to win, but I don't know, do you, after missing out on the MTN8, do you now look forward? Is it like sort of like a blessing in disguise that you have one less trophy to worry about and you can concentrate on others?
No, I'm not kind of a coach who always says, let's go back to the drawing board. That statement doesn't happen with me. I don't take that. It's a game, you lost, and you move on, you accept. And don't make excuses when you lost. You lost properly. There was never offside, there was never thing. You lost. So take it and go home and understand that some of the games you'll lose, but you'll win some of the games. You know, we had a party last week, so tonight is not a party. So we have a game on Saturday that we need to fight for. It's not easy. We must go through this also, you know. Look, other teams are out of top 8 also. So why not us?
Okay. Anybody else?
I think they are tired.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thanks, from Sowetan. Coach, in terms of, Sundowns is usually late starters, not the best starters in previous season as well. Do you feel that maybe you can pin it down to that, to say the time that this tournament comes is when you have not kicked on? And can you touch on as well the upcoming game on Saturday in Maritzburg? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think it's the same question. We lost, and then you don't want to give excuses of anything, or whether we late starters. I mean, that fact, you know it yourself that we do well with momentum as time goes on. yeah, we need to focus on the next game, because football is, if you lose the one game, you must win the next one. Then you feel better. So you got to focus on the Absa Premier League now, because that's what's in there, and the Champions League, So the top 8 is a good tournament. We want to win it, and we're struggling to win it for whatever reasons that we can say. As I said, probably Sangoma. But life goes on. You move on. If you win the Champions League, we win the league. You can lose the Telkom also. Eh? So you must get the bigger ones. I'm not saying this is small, but you have to also focus and weigh, because I think continental football is also important, né? And it's a priority for us at Sundowns. I'm not saying top 8 is not a priority. We want to win it, but we're struggling to win it. And I would not say that we could have played better or whatever. No, we wanted to win. We put the right team. You could see we put everybody to try and win. But it's okay. There's the Champions League, there's the league, there's a Nedbank, there's Telkom. You never know what's going to happen. Telkom also can be a little bit of that one is a little bit of a different one, because it comes with the group stages of Champions League, and really you don't want to be. You need to choose your fights or your battles proper. But you can't win everything, am I right? Who wins everything? Homlemo. Nobody wins everything. So even Pep doesn't win everything. So you got to accept.
Okay, thank you very much.
What's the second one?
On Marisburg, coach, can you just touch on Marisburg, and especially with Brocky not gonna play?
Oh, I don't know if Brock is gonna play. I've read about it. I don't know if Brock is gonna play. So probably Sundowns can answer that. I'm not sure about it. All I know that all the players that have gone to the other side, they've played against us. Am I right?
Right.
So I'm not sure about that. In fact, I've never been informed about that. If it is like that, I don't know. We have gone past that stage where whoever doesn't play against us, and Ramagalela played against us, he scored against us, we won the league. Everybody played and scored against us. We've won trophies. So I'm not sure about that. Probably you have your scoops and you have your sources. I'm not sure. I don't know about that. You must ask Sundowns, because I don't do legalities. Ne? Yeah, I'm not part of that.
Okay, with questions being gone, can we say good night and thank you for coming?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our post-match press conference. We'll start off with Coach. Coach, SuperSport United's third consecutive MTN8 final. Let's start off with the game. Your thoughts, please.
Well, I think it was a difficult game. We're playing against a very good team, a team which was also well rested. We knew they went to Seychelles. They made about 9 changes. Whereas we were coming off a very difficult game against Cape Town City. But I'm very proud of the guys. I think tactically we're very spot on, we're very patient, and we managed the game very well. When we needed to press, we did that. When we needed to be compact and drop off a little bit, we did that. When we needed to, catch them on transition, we did that. And we scored 2 good goals as well. I think overall it was a good performance from the guys.
And in the second, do you see this one as a shot at redemption? I mean, last year you lost in the final and it looked like it was coming. So do you look at it, Highlands Park, a shot at redemption?
Well, I think we are a pressing team. That's the foundation of our game. That's the structure. And that's a cornerstone of our game. We are a very, very pressing team. And we try and work on that on a daily basis, because you get used to that when you do that in training. And because, when we press a little bit high, it gives you a lot of opportunities going forward as well, because you're closer to the opponent's goal. So we always try and work on our pressing, and we set pressing traps as well, and we do that more often. I think in the first game when we played Sundowns in the league game, we didn't really do that very well. That's why they could come out. And we know when we play against a team like Sundowns, at some point they're going to come out because they've got very good players. But at the same time, it's about resilience, because that's our game. We believe in that. We keep on doing that. Look, I think for me, what's important is the team. What's important is the club, the players going into the final. Last season we lost it on penalties against City. I think we've got another opportunity as well, to go and try and win it. And I think the players also know that. That's very important, and they want to win it. But at the same time, we've got to perform on the day of the game. That's very key. Performance is very key. That only can give us an opportunity to win it.
Take the next question.
Coach, please talk to us about the introduction of Mahachi. What was the message? Because just before you introduced him, it looked like Langerman was having fun on the far side. Was the message about keeping Langerman busy, or was there any more that you were looking for from Mahachi?
Well, I think you read it very well. At that moment, when we made that change, I think Aubrey, this is about his second start since he got injured against Sundowns in the first league game. So he's not really where he's supposed to be in terms of match fitness, and also whereas Langerman's strength is going forward. So they were starting to gain inroads on our right hand side, overloading Sia as well with Zwane and Langerman. So we needed also to bring in Mahachi so that we can get them on the counter, and we needed, if he needed to get back, he did that. And on transition, I think he played a lot of diagonal balls on transition. He was always free because Langerman was going high up. So that's the reason why we brought in Mahachi. We needed fresh legs on that side.
Take this question, and then we'll take Ernest after that.
Coach, you come a long way with Pitso. At some stage, you were his captain while he was the coach of SuperSport. How satisfying is it for you to have beaten him and beaten him this good? I know that Sundowns does lose matches from time to time, but they hardly get beaten the way you beat them today. And also, what are you giving Gabuza? The man looks to be enjoying himself out there.
Well, I think I've got a history with Coach Pitso. He's someone I do respect, and he's someone I know, personally as well as a coach. Someone who's very passionate about his game, his work, and I know it's pleasing, especially after Sundowns has been dominating us, for the past years. For us to be also trying and turn things around and be competitive, and because derbies are always key, especially here in Pretoria. And I'm pleased, but at the same time, it doesn't really mean anything for me personally. Probably for the club, because I think he's someone who has achieved a lot. 2 years. This is my second season as a head coach. I haven't really won anything, so for me it doesn't really mean anything. And when it comes to Gabuza, I think I've said it before. Gabuza is one player I always admired, especially when he was still at Iros. His work ethic is unbelievable, and he's a very good outlet. And even when he was playing at Pirates, he was always a problem. You know, I always used to worry when I see him come on because I know that where your defense is not going to rest when he's around. And that's what he gives us. And I think he fits in very well in, you know, in our structure because he's got a very good work ethic. And at the same time, probably needs also to be a little bit, you know, be appreciated and given a little bit of, you know, love as well. And that's what we're trying to give him, you know, so that he, you know, he can really express himself. He will make mistakes, we understand that, but we need to give him a little bit of encouragement and love.
Take the last 3 questions.
Coach, we saw after Sipo had that miss, psychologically it affected him, throughout the whole game. That's why I think we ended up substituting him. How are you going to work on his side? His side now, his mentality to say he must keep his head up in the coming games. And last question, Highlands tend to be, like a defensive team, and SuperSport are high scoring. How are you going to try to break them down? How do you see that happening?
Well, with the Sipo, I didn't take him off because of, the miss, because for me, players do miss opportunities. And I think he had done a lot, he had played very well. But he's coming off another game, another, high-intensity game against, Cape Town City, so he was getting a little bit tired. If you look at it against Cape Town City, he started, and Tebza was on the bench, and I took him off as well, and I brought in Tebza. So they needed to share a little bit, game time, because they are 21, 22, they're still very young. But for me, missing opportunities, that's not an issue for me. I don't really worry about that, and they know. I worry more about performance, effort, and I thought he had a very good game. Coming to the final, I think for us, there's still probably about 2 weeks, and a lot of things can change in terms of our personnel, because we've got about probably 3 games before we can play the final. So what's key for us is to really focus on what's in front of us, and that's a Polokwane seat, and then probably we'll start really planning about the final, after playing all our league games.